G'day legends, Sammy here from Sammy Hitzke Fishing. Now, a little over 4 months ago, I decided to do a massive overhaul on my new vessel. I want to turn a great boat into a spec'd up fishing machine. Now, it's been a long wait, but it is finally done and time to put it to work. Have a go, man! But before we do that, I want to give you guys a quick run through of what we did, and then I think it's time to go wet a line. Now, the first stop on the list was First Light Fabrications up the Sunshine Coast, and we got them to take out the old bait board and the old rod holders. Then we sent it away to Lodka Fiberglass and Boat Repairs, and they did some glass work so that we could put in some new rod holders up the back and fix the spots where the old bait board went. Now, if you need some fiberglassing work done, I highly recommend the Lodka guys. They did some absolutely exceptional work. Now, let me walk you through the rest of the stuff that First Light did.
The new rod holders were the first things to go back in. I decided to go with the 360-degree holders by Exploding Fish. Not only are they super solid, but they allow for micro angle adjustments, which is a game changer when it comes to setting rods while trolling, as well as any other time you're fishing out of a rod holder. Then we added in large backing plates to the underside of the holders to make them even more solid and reinforced the whole gunnel cutout so it could be sat and stood on without ever having to worry about it weakening or getting ripped off under the pressure of a hooked up game rod. They also added in a larger underseat box to maximise easy to grab storage.
Next on the list was going to see my good mates at Northside Marine, and boy did we have some exciting works planned here.
The big ticket item here was installing my new outboard. Now, I opted for another Yamaha F200, but this time the SA model, which has digital electric control, electro-hydraulic steering, and also added in the full Helmmaster X autopilot and joystick system. Next up was replacing the old Simrad EVO3s with the new Simrad NSS4s. Now, these things are a little bit different to operate compared to the EVO3s, but they seem pretty badass so far, and super quick to use. Now, while they were installing, the boys also added in some underwater lights in midnight blue, as well as an active imaging 3-in-1 HD transducer for some side scan and down scan action on the reef.
Now, while all that work was getting done, I'd been up and fished the Rainbow Beach fishing comp with Dicko. Now, I'll preface this by saying, never have I owned a boat with trim tabs before. I've obviously been in them, but when I bought this one, it didn't have trim tabs either. And the few trips I'd been on, figured it didn't really need it. And that was until we fished in that weather we had for the Rainbow Beach comp. That 770 cruise craft with the Seakeeper Rides automatic trim tabs performed absolutely that well that I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna have to get a set for this boat. So that's what we did. Now we were really starting to get somewhere. The boat was coming together. There was a couple of big ones left to tick off. First one being the bait station. So I was back on the highway down to see my good mate Rodney from East Coast Stainless and Trimming. Now, Rodney actually made my bait station for my previous boat, the Sea Hunt. So I thought, what better man to get the job done than take it back to Sea Rod? And this is what he did. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's starting to look like a fishing boat now. Just dropped into Sea Rod. I got the call this morning. The bait station at the back is done, and I've already had a quick look, but it looks unreal, mate. What a job!
Mate, she certainly has. She's come up quite well. I think it just helps, Sammy, if you're a fisherman. If it's designed by a fisherman and it's built by a fisherman, then it's obviously going to work for a fisherman.
And being fishermen, we like to plan for taking way too much gear every single time, and that's how these bait stations came about. So talk us through it, mate.
Mate, well, obviously you come down with an idea, and you wanted to get as many rods on here as you could, like you're saying. So we've chucked the 7 rod holders on here. We've got it braced that hard that you could just about tow the HMAS Melbourne with it. All the rod holders lean back on a nice angle, so that way your rods aren't banging around hitting each other. Mate, got a great spread, like they're all perfectly even. If you come around the back, you'll be able to see that all the distances are spot on. And obviously with your bait table, we've custom made that to suit that for you. And that's a great thing because that's removable, so when you take the family out, you can take that out of the road to be able to use your rear lounge.
So that's a Plastech bait station, which you guys will see in the videos that are going to get a workout. But one of the things I did say to Rod is I bought this boat so I could take the family out. So that seat folds up, as you guys would have seen in a previous episode, and that bait station just slots in there. When I've got the family, I can take it out. Those are, what are we going to call those? Struts, supports?
Yep.
Supports. You don't bash your head on them, they're out of the way. And we even had a cool idea that we might even be able to extend, put a little like pad behind it, like an extra backrest, so you can rest your head on it.
Yeah,
that's something for the future. See if we need it first.
A headrest bolster pad on there.
Yeah, that's the technical
I mean,
term.
little things that we've gone fancy about here, where we've actually cut the tube, we've scalloped the tube out to run the strengthening bars across there. Just go to that extra mile to try and make it not only look really pretty, but make it as strong as possible, because you're offshore fishing out of this boat, you're not playing around in the bay.
That's right. The brief was it needs to be able to hold a full set of game rods, and you know, it's a 60k run to the shelf and a 60k run home. That's just a starting point, so everything needs to kind of be a bit super reinforced, because you do get a lot of vibrations, you go over some conditions, and that's what we've done. You've done a bloody good job too.
I think we might have hit the nail on the head with this one.
I think so. As I keep saying, if you look good, you fish good, and the boys have absolutely nailed it. So guys, if you need some custom stainless work done, or some trimming work, boat covers, clears, all that sort of stuff, come and see Rod. He's East Coast Stainless and Trimming down here at, where are we?
Actually just changed the name now.
Oh no!
Pacific Point Horizon Shores Marina.
Right.
So there we go.
Right. I wouldn't have got it if I tried.
Only happened last week, I believe.
Well, we've nailed the timing. It's a new launch.
Yeah.
It's a new launch. Give Rod a call. He'll be able to sort you out. He's a fisho too, so all your crazy ideas he'll be able to put into action. Come see him.
Certainly.
Thanks, mate.
Too
Looks
easy.
great.
Thanks, Sammy.
Awesome. And the final piece of the puzzle was to get a new trailer, one that was rated to 3.5 tonne instead of 2.5 tonne. And after seeing what the big Staby crafts at Northside Marine was sitting on, I just had to get back on the highway and go and see the team at GFAB Trailers and get a custom one made up. Check it out.
Now the team were nice enough to shoot some footage of my trailer being made. So if you ever wondered how they came together, here's how it happens.
Well guys, I told you a little while ago that I was looking to upgrade the trailer. It was a 2.5 tonne trailer that came with the boat, a little bit light on, flying a little bit too close to the sun. So I came and talked to Danny from GFAB and have a go at this masterpiece. Absolute weapon of a trailer. Now, Danny's been kind enough to lend us some of his time to walk through some of the key features, because this is a custom trailer for a custom boat. Danny, mate, what a work of art.
Yeah, no, thanks, Sammy. You know, look, the team take a heap of pride in what we build. GFAB's big approach to how we work on everything is no two trailers are the same, and that this particular trailer is designed and built for an Edgewater 208. So it's not designed for a different boat, it is designed for this boat and this boat only. So that's how we build our trailers. We get the boat, we measure it up, and then we design and build the trailer around the boat. So yeah, benefit of that is that you end up with a trailer that fits the boat really, really well, goes on and off, yeah, really, really well. Yeah, tow's excellent. Yeah, as you know, Sammy, you do a lot of miles, and
I do.
Yeah, your towing experience is super important.
And I guess the final thing is, mate, they look an absolute treat. Like, that is one snazzy looking trailer. There is other ways we could describe it, but this is a family show, we're not going to swear. That looks like a work of art. Let's start at the back. There's some pretty cool features in this trailer, so let's check them out. Drive on, drive off. What do we got going on down here?
Yeah, one of the big things with a GFAB boat trailer is we always design them as a drive on, drive off. But in particular our deep V lead-in. So you can see here, starting right from above the tail lights. As long as you hit hit the trailer at the back, anywhere between the tail lights. You've got a pretty big target area. So as long as you hit there...
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, totally, Sammy, totally. So look, as long as you hit anywhere between the two tail lights, the lead-in guides you down and into the middle, which really starts to centre you right from early on. We've been doing this design since 2008, so yeah, it's not something that's new to us.
And this design's pretty universal, whether you've got a glass boat or a alley boat, isn't it? This lead-in system is pretty straightforward for both sides.
Yeah, totally. Our lead-in system's the same. We run a different support system for the boat.
Yep.
Yeah, in this particular case, we run a soft polyurethane roller up the keel, so the boat sits on the keel, and then we run a roller system. A roller bunk system to really support the boats.
Now you were telling me I don't have to dump this trailer as much because the it'll go.
Yeah, totally. So look, it's often quite a big myth that is really left over from carpet bunker trailers, that you really need to sink your trailer. You actually don't want it too deep, and the reason you don't want it too deep is you want to have the boat to have some momentum as it starts to roll off, and it should just roll off under its own weight.
Yeah, cool.
The second thing, in reverse, as it's coming on, the design of our trailers allows your boat to automatically centre. As it comes up, we run the same skid material on each cross member down onto the rollers.
Yep.
So as the boat's coming up the trailer, the trailer's saying to the boat, you need to be in the middle. You need to be in the middle. So
you compensate for people who've had a long day, is what you're saying.
Totally.
And we all get those times where you got a bit of cross breeze or cross current, or you get that perfectly wrong bit of wash where just as you go to nose the boat on, a boat goes past, and it might be only at 6 knots, but they just get that middle roll, and you go up and off your centre. But I'm looking forward to this because I fish at some busy ramps, so it's nice to have a bit of a safety element there where it can just centre itself up and I don't have to be spot on every time.
We're running 3.5 tonne axles. We're running 3.5 tonne hubs, 3.5 tonne wheels. They're a bigger wheel, they're solid, they're a higher rated wheel.
Yep.
And the same with tyres. This trailer, I hate to tell you, Sammy, but there's actually nothing special about this trailer. This is the same spec as all GFAB boat trailers.
Oh.
They all come with full stainless brakes.
I think there's a little bit more love in this one though.
Oh, much more
Just
love.
Just a touch more love, yeah.
Much more love. Yeah, but no, they all come with stainless rotors. They all come with stainless calipers. They all have stainless flexible brake lines. They all have sealed wheel bearings. They all have black alloys. They all have a mounted spare. It's pretty much a standard spec. Yeah, we have a lot of other companies. They'll start here and they'll keep adding things.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a really high base level because we believe those things in that base level are actually the things that are important to customers.
Now, is it true if you look good, you tow good? Is
Totally.
that? Yeah,
totally.
thought so.
Yeah, you're going to look $1 million.
Well, I heard if you look good, you fish good, so I'll run by that principle as well. Okay, well, let's keep moving up. So, this is a brake controller?
Yeah, it is, Sammy. So starting right here, we run a decent size snub block, just a decent target, just helps centre it if the boat's off.
Yep.
The boat's generally pretty straight on our trailers anyway, but just gives you a bit of peace of mind. In this case, we've got a three-speed manual winch. Yep. We pack everything away, keep it nice and tidy. Inside our battery box here, we've got a battery for the breakaway. We're electric over hydraulic brakes.
Yep.
So we're running a electric over hydraulic actuator, or a pump in simpleman's terms. So we've got a pump in here and the battery, etc. It just keeps it all out of the weather.
Yes.
Keeps it away from prying eyes. Access to wiring or any storage just through a simple little hatch on the side here. Coming forward, great little step. So
I picked that because
customer can jump their way up.
I saw that when I was looking at them. So I saw my first GFAB trailer at Northside Marine. They've got them under a lot of their Stavy crafts, and you can order them through there. But I saw that and thought that's a bloody good idea, because as a solo launcher, I can't be in the boat and reversing the car and unhooking it all at the same time. So there is a bit of a process. For my old boat, I used to step on the spare tyre and jump it, but it wasn't as high. So you can kind of do your business there, up here, up there, straight on the boat, and away you go.
Our battery boxes are even built so tough that you can. We're quite happy for you to jump on that, and we've actually just got some pads coming from tops.
Oh, look out! That's another step.
Yeah, just another step for those people with short legs.
High jump straight in.
Yeah, totally.
And then up here, standard issue. I do like that little cut down so your trailer doesn't sit as low. That keeps the height high, and
yeah, it does. Yeah,
bit of clearance at the front
about
and
trying to create the right height for towing.
Guys, that is a very, very fancy bit of kit. Now, like Danny said before, they custom make trailers to the boat. So if you've got a boat
that you need a new trailer under, or you're getting a boat built, particularly those custom made big plate things, come and talk to Danny and you'll be able to go through the whole process for them, you know, get it to suit that boat in particular. There's no one size fits all. It's one trailer for one boat, isn't it?
No, that's totally the case. And even, like we've talked about on this boat, we run a soft roller system with both a soft keel roller and our roller bunks. Yeah, when we go onto an alloy boat or a plate boat, yeah, we run a hard keel roller, grooved hard keel roller, and we run nylon skids.
And that's what you've got going over here, I reckon.
Yeah, really visible without the boat on here. That we have our skids we have our nylon skids that run down onto our keel rollers. So yeah, if the boat is off at all, yeah, it's always going to try and slide into the middle. So as it comes up, it's going to do that right from the back.
Well guys, there's a little quick insight into GFAB. That's the on land discussion about it. You wait till I get it wet. I'm looking forward to it. The weather's looking absolutely horrendous for this weekend and the following week, but you can bet your bottom dollar I'll be out there at the next weather window to get that trailer wet, and I'll show you guys how it goes.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sammy.
Well guys, I hope you like it so far. I know I'm absolutely stoked with the results and I can't wait to get it out there. We took it for a little water test yesterday afternoon just to commission a few things, make sure it was all running smoothly, which it was. And now we are burning daylight. Let's go fishing. Now, I'm not exactly sure of the plan of attack today. I've packed for pretty well everything. I've got trolling rods, jigging rods, spin rods. We can't catch snapper yet. So I think I'm going to go out and try and jig some kingfish, see if they're around, see if I can get my arms pulled out of their sockets. And I will say one thing, unfortunately I can't show you the Seakeeper rods today. We had hoped that the GPS from the sounders would be enough, but seeing as it's shooting through the console and the T-top, there is a little bit of interference, so we are waiting on a external Simrad antenna to come to put that there, and then the Seakeepers will be back online. They'll be up and running next time we hit the water. But for now, we've got to cover some Ks, put a fish in the boat. Well guys, we're out here. Not a bad trip out, bit of swell on today, that's all right. Got a 150 Daggerman on at the moment. Just marked a patch of bait before and just cruise around back over it. I'm gonna see if there's any kingies or amberjack home. Got the old Rainbow Beach combo here. The stump puller I like to call it. But, better get it down there. See what's home. Whoa. Nice fish on here. I ate it on the drop. Got a little bit of go. I don't think it's a if it's a kingy, it might be a small one. It might be a Might be a snapper, you know. This guy's given up, so I reckon we might have a little pearly or snap, which is terrible because we can't keep them, but not the end of the world. A head shake there. What have we got there? Pick that like a nose. It's a lovely snapper. Just the wrong time of the year for you, mister. Well, we'll quickly get this guy in and get him back as quick as we can. Any other day, that is an absolute ingredient. Have a go at that. Lovely snapper, about probably mid to high 60s. Crunch the jig on the drop. I'm going to get him back. Not the kingfish, but not a bad result either. One more look. Beautiful fish. Oh, mate, all the way back down. Go, go, go. We'll call that a win. Now, snapper and kingfish hang together, so hopefully this time I can get to the bottom, give it a few quick rips. Mr. Kingy, bang.
Unfortunately, there wasn't any other hits or hookups to come off that mark. And as the old saying goes, you can't catch them if they aren't there. So it was time for a move.
Unfortunately, very, very slow on the jigging front. Marked the bait, just didn't mark anything cool with it. That snapper was fun, but no kingies. I've got one more spot I'll give a try, and I might head back inshore and see if there's anything we can razz up there. I've still got trolling gear, so I might even chuck a couple of lures out and see what we can do. Need something for some sashimi or a fish on the old barbie. Something. Not fussy, something.
For the first few drops at the next spot, it was looking very much like a similar result, except for the snapper bycatch. So much so that I'd already set my autopilot route back in when the sounder show just screamed, "Have one more go." And as you all know, my arm doesn't take too much twisting.
Oh. I've got a hit. Oh, I've got two hits. Oh, go on now. All right. Well guys, feels like a nice fish. It's been playing up. Hasn't really done any massive big runs like I would expect a kingy to do, but certainly slugging it out. Seems to have him come in there now. Ate the jig right on the bottom. So who knows? That was lucky last drop. Didn't really plan on doing anything too crazy today. Haven't been out here for a while. Just wanted to test the boat. Get my eye back in. To be honest, just happy to be out here. Gotta be a kingy. It's doing more kind of big cod things now where it's just a dead weight. There's a bit of colour. Oh, I think it's a kingy. Maybe it's kingy hooked in the butt. It is. It's a fouled kingy, but it's our kingy nonetheless. I don't have a net. I don't want to lose him, so in we go. Whew. That's a gaff shot. Lucky, lucky last, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to hook them, don't do it there. Very solid though. Stayed in, but that fight was way harder than it needed to be. I love that that happens after you packed everything away. I even had my route out of here. I had it sorted and I was like, oh, one more. Not a big kingy, guys, not a big kingy by any stretch, but a lovely one. Fought hard and we got our sashimi that we came out here for. I said at the start of the day, a kingy would be lovely. Haven't had sashimi in a while. Couldn't keep that snapper. I tell you what though, this guy is coming with us. I reckon one more drop, eh? One more drop. Well, in true kingfish fashion, they've disappeared off the face of the earth, as has the bait. Just spent the last 10 minutes trying to sound them back up. No idea. Yeah. No idea. Anyways, that's a good sign to start heading back in and see what else we can find. Well, that sun's sinking down pretty damn quick, so figured I'd just do a couple of laps with some lures, see what we can find. Not really sure what's around. Chance of anything, not too fussy. Little yellowfin would be unreal. Oh, there's a hookup. What do we got here? Oh. Oh, feels a bit tunery. Very tunery. I think I've picked it like a nose. Little tuna. What breed? I would say Mac tuna. And you know what? He's the perfect bait size tuna. Macca's tuna, in the bag he goes. Time to go. Still a damn good day. Well, afternoon, I should say. And I am absolutely stoked with the tub. Absolutely stoked. I am going to do some fishing out of this thing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the shakedown trip for the boat was a success. We didn't catch a heap of fish, but I'll tell you what, it was epic to get out there, give the boat a run, and come home with some fresh sashimi as well. Now, I'm going to get stuck into this guy. It's been a while between kingfish, that's for sure. 4 months without a boat has taken its toll, and I'm stinging, so let's get this guy filling it up. You thought I was going to get straight into it. Guys, if you're watching with a beer, here's to you. Cheers to Liquor Legends for keeping me stocked, and here's having boats that are back on the water. I think that last part makes it all the more sweeter. I'm free. Fishing is back on the menu. Now guys, I know a lot of people like eating the skin on kingfish, but most of mine's going to the sashimi foundation, which is right in here, and we'll be starting on that tonight. So skin's coming off. Yeah, let's get to it. All done, and into a soy sauce bath for this bunch. Cheers! Well, ladies and gents, the beast is back home, and I could not be happier. A massive shout out to all the companies and people involved in getting all this work done. You've done an amazing job, and I really appreciate it. Guys, we've only just wet the whistle on the fishing front, but you best believe there is some hectic trips planned in this thing, and I can't wait to bring you guys along for the action. Guys, unfortunately that's all we got time for this week. Really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by heading to my website, sammyhitzkefishing.com, and grabbing yourself some merch. Guys, hope you're all safe and well. Hope you're all getting out for a fish yourselves, and I'll catch you next week for another Sammy Hitzke fishing adventure. Cheers.
I think we might have hit the nail on the head with this one.
I think so. As I keep saying, if you look good, you fish good, and the boys have absolutely nailed it.